like
We're live, by the way. So
it made me want to itch up my eyes with a ice pick, like the back of my eye.
sure. Was there any good parts in
Credits.
Borderlands? Credits? Was there an after credit scene?
I didn't stay long. I was like, nope.
For those of you that are jumping in, which is nobody so far, but we were just talking about the new Borderlands movie that recently came out. So
Yeah. Movie. That's what we'll call it.
Slideshow.
Much nicer than dumpster fire.
Well, dumpster fire movie. We could describe Borderlands as however people want
You
to.
know,
I'll wait on my opinion until I see it, but
I should know that you can't make it, that it just doesn't translate to make a video game into a movie. Last of Us confused me. I thought better. I thought we could have nice things. No.
how's it going, Chad? Welcome to our show. I guess since Chad's here and a couple of people are probably going to trickle in here right after, we can start our show. Our normal Rainbow Live presents Wednesday Night Lights with your hosts Casey and Patrick. How's it going?
It's going. We're on another Wednesday. New comics are out. New cardboard to talk about.
Yeah.
Got all sorts of fun stuff tonight. So
Yeah.
much longer show than last week. It's looking like.
Possibly, yeah, depending on what we want to talk about and how many tangents we can go on, right?
Well, you know me and tangents.
Gotta love tangents. But I guess we'll start off with sports ball,
Yay, sports ball.
which not all of it is sports ball, but for the majority of it is. For those of you that are really wanting to get into collecting those football cards, we're still in the 2023 section. 2024 doesn't come out at least for another month or so. But we have 2023 Contenders Optic for those of you that collect that one. 6 cards, 2 of them are autographs. So nice little price tag on there.
I could have been a contender.
I use nice as God, what's the word I'm looking for?
An adjective.
Yeah, making fun of, mocking. Whatever. But yeah, nice price tag. Same thing with this guy right here. We have Donruss Optic, also on the shelf. For those of you, this one's got more cards in it, but this one comes with 1 autograph and 20 rated rookies. So, or it's just, I guess it does say find. So per box on average, Panini in there on average. So there could be no autographs, or there could be 20 autographs. Who knows? Because that has happened before, where there was actually a whole case that had almost the entire case was autographs.
Nice.
Right. But yeah, this one comes with 4 cards per pack, 20 packs per box. So a little bit actually better bang for your buck on the contender or the Donruss Optic than the Contenders. But people like both cards because it's the optics usually that nicer one, kind of like Prism and stuff like that.
And the thing that throws me off about cards like these, they say rated rookies. 1 out of 10 is a rating.
Yeah.
So what do they define as rated rookie? 1 out of 10 is a rating.
Right. But you've seen the cards; it just says rated rookie on there. So
true.
I've never understood why it's called rated rookie, but because there's no rating on there.
Get in the comments, folks. Let me know.
Yeah. Let Patrick know about what it means for. Now we're going to go to one thing that's non-sports, but it does belong in the sports card section because it is Topps Chrome. We have Topps Chrome Star Wars, which is 1 autograph per box. I forgot about this guy. So yeah, we do have another one to talk about after Star Wars, but can't not talk about Star Wars. 1 autograph, as you can tell, it's got 2 characters from the latest Ahsoka series, which is getting a new season here soon, along with that other one that everybody thought was boring.
Endor?
Yes. But yeah, that one's getting another season, so that'll be exciting. I'm sure that's also part of this. It just happens to be these 2 are the main ones that they talk about. So That's that one. And to finish off these sports ball cards, we have 2024 WWE Prism.
The next Olympic event.
Right.
If breakdancing can be an Olympic event, by gosh, pro wrestling can be too. We can rate it the same way.
Well, the funny thing is, if you actually look at the auditions or the way that some of these breakdancers are when they're in their home countries and they're breakdancing, you kind of wonder why they didn't do that in the Olympics. If it was just like the Olympics was like, okay, what you did was cool, but we need it more strict.
So the story behind that is, sorry, time for a tangent. The story behind that is, for years, the ballroom dancing league, whatever it's called, has been trying to get into the Olympics, but the Olympic committee has basically said no. Ballroom dancing is too stuffy. No one wants to watch it. No one really cares. We're gonna pass. So, 5-6 years ago, they came up with the idea of pushing for the idea of having it be breakdancing. Well, all the real breakdancers consider it an art form, not a sport, and they didn't want points put on it. And so a lot of the big names in the breakdancing scene didn't want it to happen at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of that, you get situations like you had with the Australian Raygun, is her name, I think.
Sure.
And it's a situation where it's a very small group of people who have this very minute league that are willing to put this on. Only had one contest. Her husband was the coach, and that's how she ended up on the Olympic team. So yeah, it's an entire thing. It was a poorly thought out process. They basically said, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to volunteer. It's like, oh great, how do we score it? Ballroom dancing people said, because we know nothing about breakdancing. They were like, you guys figure it out. So yeah, it all fell on them, and it was just, we could have had vert skate, but no, we had breakdancing instead.
Well, because I think I've seen the memes out there. It's like what we expected, which was those Step Up movies.
Mm-hmm.
What we got.
Yeah, that's again, that's not real breakdancing. It's what a handful of people in the scoring world decided breakdancing was, and
because the funny thing is, I heard actually I haven't seen the video, but I heard that the girl from Australia actually is a pretty dang good breakdancer. It's just that what she did in Paris was just horrible. Compared to what she has done at home. No.
It wasn't much better. I saw the audition, and it was better, but it still wasn't breakdancing. It still wasn't what I it wasn't even breaking to Electric Boogaloo. It was bad.
All right. Well, back to the sports ball. We have, as I said, 2024 Panini Prism professional wrestling with 2 autographs per box. You can possibly get some of these main stars that are on here, like Dwayne Johnson, which I wonder if he signs it as The Rock, if he were to sign it, or if he actually signs it Dwayne Johnson.
I don't know, but he said Jelly Roll could call him DJ. So
DJ?
Yeah.
Well, picture's the same on that side, so nothing too exciting on the other sides of the box, other than saying that look for stunning WrestleMania parallels and ultra rare color blasts. So, and that takes care of the sports ball stuff. Now we'll get into the non-sports ball, which we'll start off here with stuff that came out last Friday. We just didn't get it right away. Like here we have Lorcana.
Shimmering Skies.
Yeah, this is a I don't know if here we go. This is what comes in this box particularly. It comes with a few packs. Die, it looks like, which is cool. So it's kind of like the bundles, it looks like. Is that what you think it looks like, the bundles from Magic?
Yep, that's what I'm seeing. It looks like it's got some of the characters in the Emperor's new groove in this set, which makes me happy because I love that movie.
And then also with Lorcana, we have what is called Gateway Endless Adventure Awaits. This is one of those ones that helps you learn to play, kind of like the Pokemon Stadium games that they have at like Target and stuff like that. So I believe we have that as well. And then those of you that want to protect those cards that you get from Lorcana or Magic, We have Starry Night and Great Wave from the Picasso. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Starry Night is Picasso. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if Great Wave is him, but it's not exactly Starry Night because I don't remember there being a dragon in Starry Night. Maybe I missed that episode of Doctor Who.
Right. Maybe that's what happened when they brought him to the future. Oh, dragons are awesome. Let's put it in here. All right. Also, like we've talked about in previous weeks, for those back-to-school things that you want to get for your kids, we have some more Pokemon. Again, all of this stuff we're showing you is available now. So we have the Greninja EX box and the Kingdra EX box. And I
Just throw it on the ground, why don't you? Jeez.
Yes.
That's why we can't have nice things.
So those of you that want to collect these, that they have, it looks like, from what I can tell with the packs, some of the newer Shrouded Fable packs in there. So that'll be nice.
Nice.
I guess I'll let you take over for that box.
We have a new book, Playing at the World. I've not heard 2E. It looks like it is a new rule book for a role-playing game that I am not familiar with, but by John Keenerson. Is this Amanda's recommend or pick of the week, or
Amanda never really said anything about her pick of the week, but we could probably say this is Amanda's Spotlight.
Sure, this is Amanda's Spotlight.
And it does say on here, so it says Volume 1, The Invention of Dungeons and Dragons.
So maybe this is about how it went into creating Dungeons and Dragons as a whole. I have not heard of this, but I may have to check this out when we're done with this, kind of find out a bit more about it. It looks kind of interesting.
Well, the art is actually kind of cool, where you have these two people and then the world around them that they're playing in. So
absolutely. And if you haven't played Dungeons and Dragons, really, what are you doing with your life? And then we have a new season, new box of Villainous Introduction to Evil. We got Ursula on the back. It looks like it includes, for those people on the hunt, there's an exclusive foil promo card inside for Lorcana. Ooh. So if you're hooked on those, hooked on phonics, whatever, you can get hooked on this too.
And if you wanted to know which characters, it looks like you have Ursula, Maleficent, Captain Hook, and Prince John. So those of you that remember those movies, like Robin Hood,
Little
Mermaid, Peter Pan, and Sleeping Beauty. So yeah, this game actually is quite fun. I played it a few times with my nephews. So especially we recently most played the Marvel version. So I played as Thanos, which you need, in my opinion, my humble opinion, you need more than two people if you're going to play as Thanos, because you need, or at least more than just 1v1, because you need multiple people to find the stones so that you can get the stones for Thanos.
And for those Lego enthusiasts and Pokemon enthusiasts, we have new nanoblock kits for Pokemon. Each one comes with multiple Pokemon you can build in each box. So there are looks like 6 different sets. One is for our water type, electric type. Then we have the normal type, fire types, grass types, and even dragon types. So if you got a Pokemon collector, or you've got someone who is into building with the Legos type blocks and things like that, these are nano blocks, so I don't think they interact with Legos in the same way.
Mm-mm.
But by all means, this is something you can grab now, put in the back of the closet for Christmas time. It makes a nice stocking stuffer, makes something for your elephant or your white elephant trades and all of that good stuff.
And like Patrick did say, it does come with all 6 of the pictured Pokemon on there. So like this dragon one comes with all those Dratini, Dragonite, and I can't tell the other ones. Maybe I should have used one of the other ones as a better example.
If you go to the side of the box, it has all the names.
Oh. We have Gudra, Dratini, Dragonite, and then we have Bagon, Garchomp. I don't know why I didn't recognize Garchomp. And Drampa. So those of you that really love the dragons, this would be the one to pick up. I know there's a lot of people that would be like, just the one particular one. We have Pikachu as everybody's favorite one. So if you were to grab one, which one would you grab there, Patrick?
I think I would grab the grass type because it's got Bulbasaur.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with Bulbasaur.
Yes.
I like how it has Bulbasaur and Venusaur, but yet not Ivysaur.
Well, it would take up the whole box for Ivysaur.
True. So, and that takes care of all that extra stuff. So all we have left to talk about for the rest of the show is Funko time.
Yay!
So do you want to talk about yours?
Funkos.
Do you want me to talk about mine?
Okay. So the first one I picked out for the just about like this is Tiny Tina from Tiny Tina's Wonderland, with a slight warning, just to say, just because you love a franchise doesn't mean you want it made into a movie.
Hence our earlier conversation at the beginning of the show, talking about the new Borderlands movie.
Yes, if we can call it a movie. Next up on the list, I'm going to call it Please Come Buy It So I Don't. We have a Soda Pop Funko of Moonlight. I have a big thing for grab bags and searching for those rares, and so if you don't buy it, I probably will. So please come into the shop and take it off our hands. It is sealed, so we don't know if it is the chase or not. So you have that opportunity. I've got that PX preview special right on the side there. A steal for those Moon Knight fans. Definitely something to look out for. And because I've heard rumor that there may be a sequel to the first Werewolf by Night, I am spotlighting Ted. In the black and white setup, I just think it's different than most of the Funkos we see, as most of them are vibrant and colorful. So to have Man-Thing in the black and white is kind of a nice twist on the standard Funko. I think we also have the werewolf and the werewolf over in our regular Funkos as well. So if you're getting into spooky season early, because it's getting closer than you think, people, you can come in, pick those up, put them on your shelf for display. Treat them as decorations for Halloween.
So I'm actually the ones that I picked out. We'll start off with Weapon X for those of you that are still in the mood for Deadpool and Wolverine. Had to pick this guy just because brings back that nostalgia from the movie he was in. So next, just because he died recently and got to honor him somehow, some way, I'm showing off one of our Richard Simmons that we have at the front register. So those of you that are huge Richard Simmons fans, we have a few of these on for sale for you to grab. So come and grab these. And then I went with ones that are for the little kids. Here we have Coco's Miguel. So for those of you that are a huge fan, and we're getting ever so closer to the Day of the Dead. So I might as well talk about that here soon, since we're now in August and Day of the Dead is in October, right? Or no? I can't remember when the Day of the Dead is.
I'm not sure either, but we just got some of the Golden Tail books on the Day of the Dead as well over on the comic wall. So I'm thinking it's just around the corner.
Right. And then this one I'm showing off just because I know a lot of you that watch this show may not be huge gamers or anything like that, but I just wanted to talk about a Disney video game called Disney's is it Hero Storm?
Yep, Hero Storm.
It's a racing game on Xbox, PlayStation, computer.
I think it's not Hero Storm.
No, it's not Hero Storm. It's got Storm in the name. Let me look it up here. Disney racing game. Speedstorm. Okay. Yeah, Disney's Speedstorm. It's kind of like Fortnite, but it's for racing. It's kind of Disney's version of Mario Kart because it has all the different characters from Disney. And this month, I believe, is the start of a new season, which found out while I was in New York this weekend, showing my nephews that live there. The game is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nice.
So I thought I'd show off Pirates of the Caribbean dog, who has the key. And everybody wonders where the key goes to, and then we find out in the third movie that it goes to the rule book, or the. So.
And I just have to say, because we're talking Disney stuff, from D23, have you heard the announcement about the new Tron?
Yes.
Did you hear who's doing the music?
Mm-mm.
9 Inch Nails.
Really?
Yeah. So all new music by 9 Inch Nails for a Tron movie. If I am not going opening night, I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, I'm actually just excited about the majority of what they announced at D23. So, a lot of the sequels that are coming out. I know a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, another Frozen," but it's like, why not? You know, we got to find out what happened to Anna and Elsa after the whole thing that happened in Frozen 2. How's Anna leading the Arendelle? Is that right?
I'm sorry. Packs and boxes.
Oh, speaking of other Disney stuff, show off
Lorcana, buy the pack.
Yep. So this is that set that Patrick was talking about, Shimmering Skies. We have Donald and Maui.
Yep.
As two of the pack covers, and then we have Vanellope von Schweetz. Is that it for? Yeah, I think that's it.
Princess Vanellope von Schweetz to you.
Of the von Schweitzes. So that's another. So for going back to Lorcana, these are the packs and what they look like, so that you can grab those. Is there, other than Tron, is there any other highlights from D23 that you're excited about?
You know, I am cautiously optimistic about Thunderbolts. Because they say it's one thing, but the fact that they have the asterisk at the end of the name makes me think that they're going to pull a bait and switch like they did in the original Thunderbolts comic, which is probably one of the comics that got me back into comic books as a whole back in the day. That big reveal from the first Thunderbolts was huge to me. I was like, okay, comic books can be surprising. Comic books can still get, throw curveballs that really aren't expected, because no one saw that coming when it first came out. And it's one of those things, you can't make those twists happen if you're expecting them, but they're not as good. But I'm really hoping that that starts as a turn, between that and the new footage from the Captain America movie. I'm really hopeful that they're going to start making a turn and saying, okay, we've been kind of throwing you some chum in the water. It hasn't been good, but here you go. This, here's a reminder of what we can do when we really try.
Right. Well, and actually, one of the things that I was actually really excited about, I'm a huge Star Wars, Jedi, all that fan, but to actually have a fully complete movie that has nothing to do with the Jedi and it has something to do with the Outer Rim, so you can find out what's going on out there. Skeleton Crew.
That looks awesome. It's like, it reminds me, there was a cartoon that was a year or two ago that was kind of that was loosely connected to Star Trek, where they found where a bunch of kids in a mining colony found a ship and they were enslaved and they stole it.
Right.
It reminds me of that with but Star Wars and with a Goonies type vibe to it as well. It definitely, there's something about it that speaks to the 80s kid in me on a level that I can't explain.
Right. I was just looking at a post from D23 just showing off all of the different things that they announced. One of the things I'm actually kind of questioning, kind of like you're hesitant on the one, is Freakier Friday with the same two characters or actors. So Lindsay Lohan and I forget her name. Do you?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't
the mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
gosh, it's gonna bother me now. The original Scream Queen from
Right.
Oh,
But yes, and actually, the one thing that actually kind of upset me from the announcements, and it wasn't the announcements that upset me, it was a fan, was when they announced the live action Lilo and Stitch. Apparently, somebody actually had to color correct Stitch because he was too dull. His blue wasn't bright enough.
oh, for the love of Pete. I
It's like somebody tried to complain like how they did with Sonic, but with something that actually didn't look that bad.
dude, Stitch looked fine.
Oh yeah,
The fact that the colors were a little bit duller, it's because it's live action. You're
Right.
not going to have that vibrant of a blue in a live action.
right. Well, and if you really want to think about it, he's dull because he crashed on Earth and he's been rolling around in the dirt and all that before he gets put into the dog shelter or animal shelter. Sorry. So you argue all you want, nothing's going to be that bright, like you said. So because that was cartoon, you had to distinguish all the different colors. So
Because cartoons and
right.
yeah.
So yeah, that was my not angry moment, but upset moment of the whole thing was when somebody complained about something that wasn't really that terrible or bad. So.
And I like the idea. I will say I'm hesitant about it, but I like the idea behind the next Toy Story movie, which is the toys versus electronics, which is,
Yep.
you know, as a parent myself, it is the struggle. The struggle is real. As someone who was a video game kid, and you know now they're so much better, and they're so prevalent. You know, you can't go 5 feet without having an electric device near you. So
Yep.
it's going to be interesting to see the take on that.
Oh yeah. Well, we're now running on almost a half an hour for our show, so we should probably actually go get to our projects. So you guys, thanks for joining our show. Hopefully we gave you plenty of information on all of our new stuff here and other things that we wanted to talk about, like D23. So, and the tangent that we went on when it came to breakdancing. So you guys have a good rest of your night. We're open till 8 tonight. If you can't make it tonight, we're open tomorrow at 10. So you guys have a good rest of your night. And see ya.